Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for more One Piece the anime. In the last episode, our gang was facing off against our little sphere friend, Satori, who has this entire domain all to himself that has these balls, these surprise balls that contain explosives, creatures, God knows what. So not only do they have to navigate that, they've also been separated from their boat. So they need to also get that back. Otherwise, they are going to be trapped here. On top of that, they have to get through this guy. And he's got some ability to read their moves before they execute them, as well as this energy he emits from his hand that damages your internal organs. Everybody else has kind of gone their separate ways. The gang that has been, kidnapped and brought to this sacrificial altar has gotten a little antsy and decided to go exploring all on their own, leaving Chopper behind to guard the ship, who now is the one who is about to be assaulted as this Red Baron looking dude flies up on his giant bird, lance in hand, and Chopper had no other choice but to blow the whistle to see if Gan Fall can give some backup, some aid. Zoro, Nami, and Robin are kind of exploring the island. They're seeing that they're questioning, why is there even dirt up here to begin with, and it's not island cloud or whatever. We saw this little kid running around bearing some kind of secret something. There's a lot of fun stuff going on. So let's get ready to hop in. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes for actually the entire episode. Over there, get the same thing for all the other shows and movies we cover on the channel. You also can suggest and vote what movies we react to each month. It's just a great way to support the channel, help us do the things we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. So please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. And with that all sent out of the way, let's get ready to hop into episode 162. Here we go. What the hell is this? Oh. Well, this is a tranquil little hideaway. Is this where he hides out? Nell's mantra does not reach this far. Still concerned about how things are on the main isles. Oh, they even brought the crashed up wave rider over here. He's not wrong there, but not in the way that you're thinking. Oof. I like the way you're thinking. He's not wrong there. Like, if you were to do the same thing in an inappropriate time, things are a little bit different. But wait, and the Shandorians, known as gorillas, they are still challenging Enel. Oh, so maybe it's not some outside group. Maybe somebody saw his inaction as like weakness or something and convinced the people to maybe that he's not what they need at this point. Just kind of usurped power just as they were on the cusp of peace. Just waiting for that day to come. He is on it. Hopefully he gets there in time. We gotta factor in travel time. Hopefully his chopper lasts long enough for him to get there. I'm sure he will, but like, something to consider. So it's interesting that they kind of seemingly have like this title of God as, well, just that, a title. They can be passed or usurped or whatever. I also like that he's still trying to fix their little rider, man. Oh, he's just like confused, I think. Oh! Oh! Chopper, transform, something, defend yourself. You fought crocodiles' foes. You can deal with this. There you go. Dude, we have not been able to repair this ship at all, and now it's on fire. Nice shift dodge. Oh, fuck you. Oh my god. Poor little Chopper. Oh yeah, this is getting worse and worse. Dude, we might just straight up need a new ship. Oh, Chopper. I get it, you gotta cut it out, but now the mast is gone. Oh my god. I don't know if we could just fix that now. You saved the rest of it, but damn. Can we stop looking at his crotch? 30-foot bird, Uza. Okay, so he agrees. Aw, his bird at least has sympathy, it seems like. Okay, what's this kid's deal? Are we gonna catch on? Oh. She knows he's coming. Being a former believer of his, follower. Went into exile when he left, maybe, or something. I don't know. God, he is zooming. Good thing Chopper can kind of hold his own for the moment. If this was anybody else, he would be long since dead, I would imagine, before this guy shows up. Damn, he took care of that one quick and easy. Well, what about Nami, though? Oh, nice. Of course. He didn't even have to try. I was like, you only did half the job, bud. Because she had the other half. Ooh, ruins. Did you see God? I mean, that is kind of like Luffy's whole mantra right there. Mantra? Okay, not that. Maybe not sacrifice, but you have to at least put it on the line. And which are you? Okay. Oh, so the rules don't apply here? That is so rude. But it should be after they die. He's just assuming they've already died. Okay, then what are you doing? Those are the normal judgment rules. What is our exception? Wait, that is so specific. So this is only happening because they left the altar using the vines. Had they used a different method, would it have been fine? Or is it simply that they left? That is so awful. That's hilarious. That is kind of fucked up. Oh! Gan Fall? Now would be a great time to show up. Thank you. Good God. Ooh, we got a sky jousting match now. That old previous god. Dude, this is kind of wild. Dude, this is sick so far. Just in concept alone. Smooth. Oh, where'd he go? Yo. Whoa. Was that the same kind of shit that Satori's doing? Or something different? Dude, the way he didn't flinch when he took that right across the face like that, whoo-hoo, that gave me some chills. Oh, he's the string ordeal. I was wondering which one he was. Yo, we need some sensu beans or something right now, man. A candy cane? Ball dragon. I prefer Dragon Ball, thank you very much. Of course, right there is where we're going to end. We got some lore on this entire area. So there's this, obviously there's the island dwellers that we have here, but there's also this other group that I guess is who that gorilla was. Maybe more apt, maybe that's just a nickname, not his moniker or anything like that, because apparently they call all of the Shandorians gorillas. Ever since this island rose and started singing, this war has gone off. And that's what I find very interesting about why did that trigger it to begin with? Why did that set it off? Maybe I misunderstood something about that earlier on. Maybe that was explained. It just signaled the start of this feud. And then the legend says that if we hear it sing again, will be when it ends. You know, then we had Gorilla when he was attacking the island with Enel, his crew, and all that. It's like, you will not hurt Verth. You know, and then we know that even back on Angel Island, there are statues to Verth. Even going into Upper Yard, there are statues of Verth. And we still don't necessarily know what Verth is. We still don't really know why there's blue sea Earth up here, but it all stems from that. Maybe whatever initially, maybe, I don't know how this would have even happened. Maybe an island at some point got locked into a knocked up stream. It got launched into the sky onto one of these dense clouds and got stuck up here. Maybe the island had people on it. That island got blasted up. But no, that's not how islands work. Islands don't just float up. I mean, some could, I guess, if they detach from their root from the crust, but I don't know. Anyway, point being, maybe some event, cataclysmic or not, launched a piece of Earth into the sky and it got stuck on one of these dense pockets of clouds. Its denizens survived, spread out, created these cultures, and then whatever. We also know that there's another way up here, another safer, non-knock-up way to get up here. So I don't know if, like, the way they say the sky people and the Shandorians, like, as if they are not all sky dwellers. That just raises a lot of questions to me, because we haven't also explored that other avenue. Like, how do we even get up here to begin with? Because they were like, why did you come that way and not the XXXXX in a way? You know, why didn't you just come up that other direction? As if that is just common knowledge. And then somewhere along, like after all of this, like when he was God, Gan Fall was trying to broker peace between these two groups and was on the cusp of it. Then this Enel showed up, became the new god here, and all this has now kind of taken root. This feels like it's one of those situations, and I could be completely wrong, but I'm just kind of like comparing it to some other things where we've seen some similar storylines play out. Maybe he was on the cusp of peace, but always there's a group of people in every society that just isn't willing to like put that stuff aside, or isn't willing to see coexistence or negotiation as like something to respect or find strength in. So like, no, we're not conceding. We're not going to treat with the enemy. And then just before everything would have been fine, they usurp, they just throw everything, all that progress to the wayside. Now they're in charge. He's cast out, labeled a criminal. Now Enel and their followers are running everything. But then there's this kid on this island who is aware who Gan Fall is. It's like, oh, Gan Fall could sense him coming. Again, what if that kid's Enel? Or I don't know, maybe just like one of the originators just never left this island. You know, because we see even on this island, there's architecture, as Robin is now found. And as we've determined, like based on the trees and stuff, this island's thousands of years old, potentially. There's just a lot of interesting questions around all of that. And then I think it's also kind of hilarious that in the wake of all of this, that the reason Chopper is being attacked right now is because Zoro swung on that vine. And the way he described it made it seem like he could have left by any other means, but it's because he decided to leave via vine. It's like he activated a special exception, so now we can come here and we can kill somebody as an example. Gan Fall seemingly had the upper hand at the start of this fight, but this guy put on his goggles, a serious face, and I guess he's activating his ordeal, and maybe it's not going to be as easy or as one-sided as a fight as we would have hoped here. Luffy and the gang are still struggling, about to meet Satori's final move, this ball dragon. The ship is not looking good. I mean, it's been a thing for like episodes now, at least a couple dozen episodes at this point, how rough a shape this ship is in. And now it was just on fire. The sails have been burned away. And now just to save what little bit of the ship that was left, Chopper had to rip the mast off. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you got to replace the sails. You got to replace the entire mast. Not to mention the thing that holds the sails, the crow's nest, all of that. Luffy's flag, for that matter. And just also the condition of the main core boat itself, which was already so messed up. There's no way we repair this ship, right? Unless, it's, you know, who knows? Maybe this guy, this engineer who repairs these wave riders can work some magic. Maybe he'll build us something wholly new. Maybe we'll get a new ship by the end of all of this. I don't know. If that happens, man, I'm gonna really miss this ship. I really like. It's got such a personality to it. I like the Going Merry. I don't want to say goodbye to the Going Merry, but I just, man, they've been highlighting how rough a shape the ship has been this entire time, and now this. I don't know, man. People never die, so maybe the ship never dies. But we'll have to just wait and see, I guess. But that's an episode down. Let's get ready to go into episode 1. E163. Here we go.
なんだいびっくり雲つないだだけじゃねえかそんなもんでびっくりするか言っておくが火薬入りのびっくり雲と浜の入りのびっくり雲で
Oh, not so much of a surprise then. It's all lethal balls.
どこかの火炎玉に触れたが最後爆発が爆発を呼び巨体はたちまち大爆発を引き起こす
Lovely. Alright, well, let's go. He's just gonna go right for it.
絶対にそれじゃねえ指一本でも触れたが最後俺たちは完全に吹っ飛ぶぞ
触んねえでどうやって戦うんだ
だから戦わなくていいの逃げるしかねえだろ
No, our only option is to somehow land a hit on its master. Oh! Oh, God, it couldn't have been a non-explosive one. Sanji, where you at, bud? We need to tackle this together. Oh! What in the world? Oh, is it? Oh! I didn't consider the fact that if the island clouds could also have its own caves. Isa. Oh, wait. Is she a Shandian? It's Verth in your bag, isn't it? Oh, is Verth the island? Like the Verth itself? How dare you point out that I haven't won yet?
どういうわけかガンフォールがアッパーヤードへ入ったあのジジイはこの空島のすべてを丸く収められると思って大きな勘違いだ勝つか負けるか戦いの終結にそれ以外の答えはない
Wait, is this the gorilla? Light of the Shandora. Wyper, or well, it said Wyper, but
ゴッドエネルだろうが相手は関係ねえどう形を変えようと神を語り君臨する以上俺たちにとってのあいつらは変わりゃしねえのさこいつもこいつも排除すべき者たちだ
ワイパーエンジェル島でエネルへの反逆者が出たんだ若い娘だそうだエネルが君臨して6年初めてのことさ
Oh, interesting.
ガンフォールはその娘を裁きから救ったからそれによってエネルは先代の神さえ裁く理由を得空の騎士としてだけではなく先代の神としてもガンフォールは私たちの誰かを傷つけたりしたことはないエネルとも直接対峙しようとはしなかったその男がついにアッパーヤードへ踏み込んだんだ
それで神官の一人とでも差し違えてくれれば結構なことだそれともガンフォールはもう敵対する相手じゃないと言いたいのか人は共通の敵を持つと隣の者を味方だと錯覚する迷いがあるなら戦いに出るなガキ邪魔なだけだ
Yeah, that way of thinking's also not great, man. Not gonna help anything.
今まだテントに入るなワイパーいや大戦士カルガラの血を引く男が
Okay.
ご一服だ
神より怖い
He's scarier than God. Man, I was hoping this was going to be a little one-sided, and it definitely is not. I mean, to be fair, you don't make two Sky Lancers like this and not have them go, like, toe-to-toe. Well, no shit. Sorry, he was hopeful as ever. But yeah, what is this Enel, and where does their power come from? Like, how do they pull off these feats? What the hell? Oh, is the battlefield littered with like strings, like very small, hard to see strings? Oh! No.
摩訶不思議紐の試練アッパーヤード入るはいいが我ら四神間の険しき試練ちょっとやそっとで破れるものと思うな
Wow.
ゴッドエネルは高く遠いお方だ
Glorious and distant. Okay. I was wondering how the string thing was going to come into play, and that was not something I considered. This place is literally wired.
助けなきゃ助けなきゃここには空サメが空の騎士が食われてしまうでも助けるんだって俺は泳げねえし俺だって空サメに食われて
何が空の騎士だ神の座を追われた老いぼれが所詮我ら神官の敵ではないわ
空の騎士
おめえはゾーン系だろ泳げもしねえくせにバカかそうかお前も確かゾーン系主人の後を追わねえか
Wow, this guy.
ああくだらん
井戸がそんなにおかしいか
ええ、木の下敷きになるなんて考えられない。自然と文明のバランスが取れていないのよ。
The fuck does that even mean?
文明はこの木の成長を予測できなかった。こんなケース初めて見たわ。
おいナミ上から何か見えたか
Oh my lord.
おい何とか言ったらどうなんだ
Have you found God up there?
この島、まさか。
Can't be what?
終わったなお前たちさっさと安らげ俺は神官叶うわけないのだ
They get knocked down, but they get up again. Never gonna keep them down.
いや撃つてもなくなるぞお前たちの船はもうすぐこの森の出口にたどり着くそしたら終わりだと思う
なことにない。
なるだもんびっくりたまかった俺が火炎玉かな触れたら最後4点大爆発ははは
Oh, let's go Usopp.
まだ間に合う
While he's distracted.
木に登って逃げるよ
Yeah, why can't he read their minds? Oh, oh, oh! It's attached to the cane, isn't it?
タマドラゴンを操れなくなってしまったおのれこしゃくなお前そのままこっちへ来い
Let's go. Oh, hit him with it. Hit him with his own balls. Yes. Woohoo! You didn't see that coming. Meanwhile,
やっぱりか間違いねえあれが出口だ出口を押さえりゃ船のルールなんて関係ねえ急ごうさっきの大爆発も心配だあいつら無事なんだろうな
oh my lord. All these weapons.
危なかった
He's still standing.
俺もまだ修行が足りない一瞬奴にペースを奪われたこれしき
Oh, he is right on your back. What was that about being insufficiently trained?
危なかったお前生きてたのか
離すなよルフィもう二度と逃がすなその団子
お前
あサンジ生きてたのか
てめえのせいで死ぬ
まあとにかく団子マン
Hold him there while I kick this ass.
お前は試練試練ととやかく言うが正直俺らには身に覚えのねえ話だが受けよう空組んだりのクソ試練なぜならか弱いレディーが2人俺の助けを待っているつまりそうだこれは恋の死
This is a love ordeal. What a fucking nerd. I love it. Oh, you're not getting away now. Oh, fuck you about playing dirty. Shut your mouth.
するような可愛い天使を泣かして殺そうとするような連中に卑怯と呼ばれる筋合いはね
Very true.
俺た
たちの動きを読めるのはすげえけどよ。
Yeah, how?
読めても避けらんなかったら読める意味ねえな。
Makes a good point, but how did that work anyway?
新刊だぞ。話せ。おい、聞いてんのか。
I want to know how that works.
この国では第一級犯罪に値するんだぞ。
No, this is the judgment. This is the thing. There's no crime happening here. Shut the fuck up. We're playing by your rules.
例えば故障を最高のミニョットに仕上げたければ
Gotta crush it.
大切なのは強く荒くためらわず砕き切ることだ。そうすれば閉じ込められた素晴らしい風味は
あー、バーやめろー。
Oh. Let's go.
達成。
Eat shit. Let's go. I love that, man. I don't know why his power to predict just automatically went away. Maybe he was just caught up with the fact that Luffy figured out the gimmick with his ball dragon, that it was connected to that string, connected to his cane. He was basically like pulling it around like a big old kite, like, you know, kind of like those kite dragons that they have. And once he figured that out, he's like, no, let go, give me my string. And he just yanks him back, not even thinking that Luffy's still holding on to the other side of it, and just brings that thing right into his face. Luffy made a very good point. It's one thing to predict our moves. It's good to know what's coming, but it doesn't help you much if you can't avoid it. Knowing doesn't make you able to avoid the outcome of certain situations. Just because you know a thing's about to happen doesn't mean you can actually have a way to get out of it. If you know a nuke's about to go off right in front of your face, it does you no good knowing that, because you can't get out of that blast radius. And then while he was also caught on guard, he didn't even, again, I guess he couldn't have predicted that Luffy was on his back. So like he was just dumbfounded so much as he just wasn't able to keep up anymore. So Luffy then restrained him. He just wrapped him all up, held him nice and still, for Sanji to come in and deliver that final blow. We actually got to see the Shandorians, where they've been hiding out this entire time. They actually live in the sky clouds, in the island clouds, in like these like island cloud caverns. And then there's like this root, kind of like a beanstalk thing. I don't know if this is supposed to be some like allusion to Jack and the Beanstalk as well. Maybe that's how these civilizations made it into the sky. Maybe somewhere there's a beanstalk to climb, because that's what it looked like. But then, you know, the way Robin's talking about these civilizations and at least these ruins that she's found, that there was an imbalance between nature and civilization, that they couldn't have estimated how quickly these trees were going to grow. So that raises some questions to me as well. But we see with the Shandorians, we see, I guess I would presume the guy with the cannon who was skating around before attacking the island dwellers, who got in that scuffle with the Sky Knight before with Gan Fall, is this Wyper guy. They say Wyper, but like, is it meant to be Wyper? They say it Wyper, but I want to be like Viper just because it sounds cooler. Either way, that guy seems to be, he's just like very much so what I imagine on the flip side of that, maybe this other group was maybe like, and how they came into power. Like, he's like, no matter what, this guy, even if we have a common enemy at this moment, he's still the enemy. Meanwhile, you have this Loki who is like, he's never attacked us. When he was God, when he was a Sky Knight, he has never attacked us. Everything he's always done is about peace. But he's like, no, he's still one of them. He's still the enemy, is how that other guy is. So they're like, it's this like push and pull dynamic I was talking about, that I feel like probably, like I mentioned before, what happened to result in this transition of power within the Sky Islands themselves. So I thought that was interesting to kind of see a little bit of an insight into there. So that kid is actually one of them and has been making these trips up to the top to Verth, as they said. So I'm assuming Verth is just their name for, maybe their name for Upper Yard. Their name for maybe the soil itself. Yeah, Gan Fall got kind of caught off guard by these invisible strings lacing this battlefield once he activated this ordeal. Got him caught, and now they are all sinking. And Chopper, you know, despite being a devil fruit user and all this kind of stuff, same with Pierre. They've all entered the sea well, Pierre didn't enter the sea, got cast into the sea, but Chopper, you know, chose to dive in after him in the wake of this, to be brave. Even though he is his own type user, he dove in all the same, knowing he can't swim, to just try to get him out of there after he took that lance to the chest. Good lord. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm curious to see where this is going to go and how we get out of this situation. And again, I just want to know more about this land and this Enel and all this crap, man. But anyway, let's get ready to move on to episode 164. Here we go.
先代の神ガンフォールがアッパーヤードへ入った。エネルも黙っちゃいねえはずだ。ガンフォールはエネルとやり合う気か。まさかあのジジイにそんな覚悟があるとは思えねえな。
What the hell? Did she sense that? Or feel that? What the hell just happened there?
どうしたのアイサ？
声が2つ。
Two voices disappeared.
マントラか。
Is that your mantra?
みんなだって知ってるだろう。この子は生まれた時から遠くからでも人を感じることができる不思議な力を、マントラを使えるんだ。
Oh.
二人の声が聞こえないんだね。
Maybe that's how he was able to predict things.
ガンフォールと神官が1人。
相打ちか。上出来だぜじいさん。叩き崩すなら今だ。直ちにアッパーヤードに総攻撃を。
Oh, okay.
神官はガンフォールにやられたんじゃない。他にも誰かいるんだけど、そいつらの仕業だよ。
スカイピアに入ったっていう正解人かい？
わかんないけど、きっと恐ろしいやつらさ。だから気をつけて。
アイサ、そのバッグこっちへよこしな。
嫌だよ。いや、これはあたいの秘密のバッグで中に宝が。
知ってるよ。私も少しだけ取ってきてやるからさ。
本当？
あ
No, cute.
散々パラ人をバカにしたようなことしやがって。
なんなんだよこいつら。こっちの攻撃とかなんでわかったんだ？
Yeah, I would like to know that too.
船見つけた。あの先はもうすぐ出口へのルートじゃんか。おい、俺の体にしがみつけ。体に。行くぜ。そっぱ。
Nice shot, though. Why did you hit him? Well, hurry up! Grab on! Guys. Hey, they made it, though. Yeah, it would have been a much smoother ride if they just let Luffy Spider-Man them up there.
俺泳げねえんだ。空の騎士、変な鳥もそうだ。あいつも俺と同じ悪魔の実の能力者だっけ。そう助けること。
Well, who's this?
ダメだ。気が遠くなってきた。
Who or what was that?
マントラを乱したな。未熟者め。今回の不法入国者は確か政界人。ただ者ではなさそうだ。生贄側も実に奔放。だがまだ放っておいてもこの島から出る術はあるまい。それより今は。
You okay, bud?
悲しき戦士の声を感じるか。ホーリー、何度やり合おうと結果は同じ。ガンフォールはシュラが討ち取ったが、弾の試練は破られた。投手はせん。ゴッドにまみえることすらおこがましい。時期日は落ちるというのに、事故のアッパーヤードは。
Sky Breeder Ohm. He reminds me of Rude from FF7. Oh, damn, they're already here. Okay.
いいなお前たち。アッパーヤードは今荒れている。これはまたとないチャンスだ。目指す場所は常に神の社。エネルなど恐れるな。大戦士カルガラこそが我らが絶対唯一の保持戦なのだ。
Goodness. There's a lot of them. No masks this time either. Man, we got a lot of things going on at the moment. But yeah, what did she see? We haven't seen any of that yet. Is what? Damn it! God, what is this? Get it out of your mouth! It's a turtle. At war. I don't know. What?
爆音だな、ありゃ。
その前にも聞こえたけど、それとは違う感じね。それより今は先進むわよ。
何慌ててんだ、ナミ。
さっきから様子が変ね。
Yeah, why is she even back down here if she still hasn't said anything? Even if I can explain it, I can't understand it or whatever the hell she said.
もったいつけずにちゃんと話せ。一体何を見たんだ。
いいから黙ってついてきて。なんとか海岸へ出るのよ。ちゃんと近くで確かめなきゃ。私だって
there he goes.
まだ自分の目を疑ってるんだから。
Out with it!
私にもちょっと気になることが何の確証もないけど、もしそんな馬鹿げた空想みたいな仮説通りだとしたら面白い。私の生きる目的にはまだ続きがあるのかもしれない。
Oh, is there evidence to one of the
仮説だけどね。
phonoglyphs are up here? The one that she's looking for? And who saved them? Don't tell me whoever did it saved them and pieced out. Who? What? How? Why? Please. Explanations. All right, doctor, get to work. He's like, doctor, doctor. Oh, wait, that's me. Some big ass bird. Oh, it's one of the south birds. He's like, no one will kill you. That's our job. That would be hilarious if they saved him. It was like, no one can kill you except me. Getting revenge. My God, they are going to town. Holy shit.
アラバスタで嫌になるほど聞いたな。
大丈夫かしら。
チョッパーなら心配はいらねえよ。あいつもやるときはやるやつだからね。
Yeah, I don't know about that.
ちょっと事態がややこしくなってるわ。
確かにな。だがまあ大丈夫だろう。トラブルに巻き込まれても慣れっこだ。だ
からよ、ゾップこうやるんだよ。
こら、いい加減に起きなさい。
もう朝がおにぎりや。
Oh my God, working on their Zoro impressions.
ナミさんとロビンちゃんがどうなってるかわかんねえってのに。
ゾロとチョッパーは
新刊だってあと3人いるんだ。まだ他の試練が待ち受けてるかも。
それは恋の試練。
That's pretty good.
急いで祭壇へ行くしかねえ。返事は
Oh!
すみません、ベジだ。
Damn, he's giving them the works today.
海が見えた途端元気になりやがって。
見間違いじゃなかった。
See what?
おい、ナミ、もういいだろ。いい加減に話
す必要なんてもうないよね。見覚えがあるでしょ。
どういうことだよ。なんで地上にあったもんがここに同じものだろう。
いいえ、違うわ。これは地上で見たものの片割れよ。
Wait, what is it?
このアッパーヤードと呼ばれている島はもともと地上にあった島なの。
Okay, so I got that as much so far.
あの家2階建てだったのに2階へ上がる階段がどこにもなかったから、あんな絶壁に家を建てる理由もない。あの海岸は島の裂け目だったんだ。
Oh. So it went the other half of his house.
引かれた島の片割れ。この島はジャイアン
This island was part of Jaya. I was on the right track, man. One half rose into the sky, but how?
だけどよ、こんなのがどうやって。
タスバードがいっぱい。でもなんでこんなにでっかいの。
Oh, everything here's been growing larger, faster. Like they said, the people that used to live here weren't able to predict how fast things were going to grow, like the trees. So the wildlife grew too. So things just grow quicker up here. Maybe it has to do with the altitude or something like that. What if Gan Fall turns out to be like a descendant of his or something like that? Oh, you're right. Never mind. They put him to death, so never mind. He kept diving when he needed to be looking up. It didn't sink, it rose. But he probably didn't see it happen, so he presumed maybe it sunk. It was a massive knock-up stream! But again, like, it just begs the question, how the hell did it get under the island? That's not how islands work, but whatever. I fucking nailed that shit. Let's fucking go. It got knocked up right into the sky. Let's fucking go. It's a little celebration dance for that one right there. I thought I was pulling that out of my ass. I was just like, what have we learned so far that might make sense with some of this stuff? You know, with everything. I still didn't think it was Jaya though. I didn't go that far. I completely forgot about the island of gold and all of that. I'm not even gonna pretend otherwise. I did think that these are two very separate things, like we talked about before, like how just at least proving one of these fantastical things at least proves that some of the other ones could still be true and gives them motivation to keep looking. I didn't think these, like, Skypiea, these islands, was going to end up being directly connected to what they were looking for there at all. That's why she was so confused and didn't quite know how to explain it. Because it was, what do you say? I found half of what I think might have been Cricket's house? And when was that house even erected? How long has this place even been here? Maybe it's not 2,000 years old. That's what one would think with this. But like she said here, one would underestimate, or at least the people that were launched up here along with the island underestimated how quickly the wildlife was growing. So being up here at this elevation in this land affected the growth rate of everything. So all the fish are bigger, all the plant life is bigger, and everything like that. And like, so yeah, that adjusts our timetable even further. Because I don't know if it was ever stated like how long ago the Nolan stuff happened. So like he found supposedly this city of gold, this island of gold, this mountain of gold or whatever. But by the time he went to go take the king back to it, it was gone. So when he came back here, that had already happened. It got knocked up into the sky, and the theory, they didn't even think that that would be something that could be possible. And now the theory was obviously that it sank, you know, like Atlantis, that it sunk into the ocean. That was his cover story because it's all the best that he could come up with in the moment. But he stood by it because like, I did see the thing. I did see that this was there, but it's up here now. Because now we have, obviously, we have the Angel Islanders, we have the Shandorians, we have these two different outlooks and ideas of what this place is and where it came from and all of this that they've built around this island when they don't really even know the truth of it either. Or, I don't know, man, like there's some really interesting stuff they're playing about with this, especially with how, you know, like them being kind of isolated in this way, in this world like this, the way they've kind of developed all this around that. And I like that at least here, you know, at the end of the day, like Chopper, Pierre, and Gan Fall, they were sinking. but the wildlife, because they at least recognize Gan Fall as at least the previous god here. You know, that shows that they come here and maybe even look up to him more than this Enel. I think that's a fun little detail. It shows that they were willing to intervene and save them. Very different from the ones back on the Blue Sea that are just little tricksters and love messing with people. Up here, they actually came in and saved the day. I was like, who was this? What bird have we seen that would have been swooping in? But now with everything going on, we're learning more about this mantra. As far as we know, it's just this magic power that they don't really understand. It just manifests in some people. And maybe it's different for different people as well. And this little girl, Isa, can hear voices. She can hear the voices of people. And two silenced up on the island. Two voices went silent up on the island. And she relayed that information. And she's like, well, the voices that went silent was one of the priests and Gan Fall. It wasn't Gan Fall that took out the priest, because that was what they thought. It was like, they took each other out. That helps us. Because they're still like playing their side. They are still not seeing Gan Fall as an ally or anything of the sort. This is like, yeah, that's one less Angel Islander we got to deal with or whatever. And it was like, no, it's actually these Blue Sea people that took out the priest. One of the other priests took out Gan Fall. So now they're just like, okay, so what are we getting ourselves into? And they use this opportunity now that Gan Fall's arrived at the island, and now they're already down a priest, to launch a full-scale attack themselves. So we've got all of them hitting the skis and lashing out. Meanwhile, all that's going on while everybody else is just kind of trekking around. They're hearing the shake and quake of the explosions. I like how Zora's like, yeah, that's definitely a battle going on. I know those sounds from our Ordeal and Alabasta, calling back to that, so that was cool. And Nami could not be more frustrating, but I guess I get it by the end of it. It would be really kind of hard to explain without actually seeing it for yourself. But when you don't know, it does get frustrating until you get there, and then you're like, okay, I kind of see why you were a little confused. Our gang did manage to make it out of there, though, make it out of their first ordeal and are moving on to the next. So all this is kind of getting out of hand, because now not only do they have our guys to deal with, but now they have these Shandorians to deal with as well, as they are kind of up here causing a big old ruckus. So I can't wait to meet this Enel. Actually see this god that has taken Gan Fall's place. How they have this power, where they got it from. I just hope by the end of this, though, that whatever happens here, our gang is able to usurp and dethrone this Enel. And as we learn more about that, maybe bring some peace between these two peoples, and whatever's going up here, we can actually kind of remedy what's going on, or at least work towards fulfilling what Gan Fall was hoping to do, especially if Chopper gets him on the mend. We saw Konis and her father, he's continuing to work on the little rider that they brought him, but he was talking about helping them in some other way as well. I forgot to mention that in the last episode. It would be interesting if they do, maybe he helps them repair the Going Merry and actually does infuse it with some kind of dial, because that would benefit them very, very much so down below, especially in the Grand Line where the wind is unreliable. And hell, if they need to ever leave the Grand Line, and that'd help immensely getting through the calm belt without having to go through any extraneous circumstances like they did before. I don't know, that'd be very useful to bring that technology down there as well. But it's interesting now that we're getting more and more and more information about this land and its origins. Loving it, man. I love that shit in this show. But yeah, that's kind of all I got for right now, guys. I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to you. Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We're carrying the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you're a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Sherritt, York, Corey Scott, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey L, Jake Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, and Russell Crockett. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.